Howdy YouTubers, it's me, Tyler, or TC, whatever you prefer. And today, I will be reviewing the story arc, No Turning Back from The Amazing Spider-Man. Now, it's the most recent story arc, which spans through issues number 688 through 691. So it's a 4-part epic right here. And so there's basically 3 subplots to this story. There's the main one, the Lizard, the middle one, which is Morbius, and the lesser one, which is the Kingpin Hobgoblin one, which builds up into issue number 700 that's coming out in December. So, on to the review. So, we start out with Spider-Man and the Lizard battling back and forth. And so, while they're battling, it flashes back 8 hours, 4 hours, 1 hour, half an hour. And it's revealed that Billy Connors, the son of the Lizard, Kurt Connors, was dug up by Morbius so that Morbius can create a cure for Dr. Kurt Connors, which at the end works. It turns him back into normal state, except for his brain. He's still thinking like the Lizard, and so he's looking to create a Lizard army. Now, first thing he's got to do, he decides, this brings us into the second issue, he decides, I'm going to have to distract Morbius, get everybody to, focus on him, because he'll be craving for blood. So he decides to take all of his blood packets that he feeds on, and he basically disposes of them. And so Morbius, craving the blood, goes out and he bites Sanji, I believe Sajani, something like that. And so he's also a wanted man, keep in mind, for digging up Billy Connors' grave. So Spider-Man pursues him, goes out and fights him. While this is going on, Connors is developing a formula that would help turn him back into the Lizard, and he's also looking to build a Lizard army. His first success at this is when he takes Mr. Modell to the lab and he injects him with the Lizard serum, turning him into a Lizard person. So, that ends the second issue. Now remember, this is all in a nutshell, so that's it. In the third, we find Spider-Man battling Morbius, and he's basically winning right here. I mean, there's a few parts where it looks like Morbius is winning, but he beats him pretty much with ease. But Madam Web comes and says that he needs to get back to Horizon Labs and that there's going to be a big catastrophe in the Web of Life. He goes back to Horizon Labs, but also with that, Kingpin and Hobgoblin are devising a plan with one of the doctors at Horizon Labs. Now, this is the third mini-subplot that builds up, where basically they're planning on something against Spider-Man. It's not fully detailed, or maybe I missed something, either or, what they're going to do, but we will all find out in December. But, so, getting back on track, Spider-Man decides to go back, as we all know, and he encounters Lizard people. That ends the third issue. Now, the start of the fourth issue, which just came out yesterday, August 15th, he sees the Lizard people, but they're not attacking anybody like Connors had planned. So, he goes out, hears gunshots from Carly Cooper, finds her, he sees Connors, and he's about to take him in when Connors ejects himself with the final serum that he made up to turn himself into the Lizard again. So, Spider-Man breaks through the security lights because Horizon Labs had been on lockdown, but outside, it's too late. Kurt Connors has turned into a Lizard. Now, he battles Spider-Man, but all he can see, and this is also in the second and the third issue, all he can see is Martha and Billy Connors. Everybody's Martha and Billy Connors to him. Or even himself, which is Spider-Man. And he's all distraught and whatnot. He's like, what's going on? I can't kill these people. They look like Martha and Billy. So Spider-Man finally has him on the ropes, and he injects him with a cure. Well, kind of. And so, as you can see in this issue, just find it, Spidey thinks he's killed the Lizard, when actually, as a matter of fact, he helped him. His brain is back, kind of to normal. He's thinking like human, but his body is not. Beautiful artwork, I have to say, though. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So Spidey goes back to Horizon Labs, and he checks up on the Lizard. The Lizard tells him that it worked. He can actually think. He's thinking like a human. And so that ends that plot. That ends the Morbius. He sees Morbius there, by the way. That ends that. But we go back to the little subplot, which is the Kingpin Hobgoblin. And so it is revealed that the Kingpin and the Hobgoblin and this Mr. Stone, that's his name, are working on spider jammers to ultimately stop Spider-Man. But also with this, there's some other part to it. It is revealed that down in Ecuador, there's this guy named the Devil Spider, who actually turns out to be Roderick Kingsley, the original Hobgoblin. So, we're left there. That's this build-up for 700. So something big's going to go down. And that concludes No Turning Back. Now, story. Very good. I loved it. I give the story a 5. It's great action-packed story full of, I wouldn't say twists, but certain things, certain elements that made it kind of interesting. Artwork. Look at this cover. This is a very beautiful cover. I mean, it's kind of gory, but I love it. And here's 698. Very well done. 690. And 691. I like this one too. Now, so artwork, story, all 5s. It's, I'd say, a very good story, a perfect story almost, that builds up into 700. Plus, next week, issue number 692. Can't wait. 50th anniversary. As I said in my last review, which was Scarlet Spider, that Spider-Man's getting a sidekick named Alpha. Spoiler alert. And I can't wait. It's 50 years of Spider-Man, and I've been reading these comics since I was a little kid. Now, actually, truth be told, I read a lot when I was like, I don't know, 10 years, like 7, 8, 9-ish. But then, for whatever reason, I just never was able to pick up any issues of Spider-Man, etc., etc. So, I kind of broke away from that for a little while. And then this year, I was able to finally pick up some issues, and I'm like, wow, this is great. And it's 50 years of Spider-Man. I saw the movie. Phenomenal. And as they say, there's no turning back from that. I love it. I love it. I caught up with everything, with the whole one more day, brand new day, all that. I wasn't too thrilled about it, but you know what? They're still making Amazing Spider-Man. God bless. Cheers to 50 years. So, with that, that's the end of the review. Now, hopefully, if my schedule isn't too busy because I play football and they basically make us go every single day for like hours and hours. I'm over exaggerating there. But still, I'm trying to get my very first retro review, and it's most likely going to be an issue of Amazing Spider-Man. Not too sure which issue yet. I have a few in mind, but stay tuned to find out. And have a nice day.